Hi everyone, welcome back to Dog Gaming here on YouTube. We're in the game Subsistence and this is now episode 71. Well, oh my goodness, there's a lot of things that have changed. In this particular episode, in real life, the ability to make the ATV has finally arrived. So, there's a lot of things that I have been looking at in terms of preparation. I made a box here that can make a few bits and pieces that the ATV needs, but I've got a long way to go. So I've made a few of the vehicle fuel. I think it was 1 alcohol and 10 biofuel actually makes 10 of these vehicle fuels, so I've made a couple. I need the 10 padded cloth. The battery was a huge task. It needed a lot of smaller batteries and they're pretty expensive. And then I started to make these heavy bolts, and they're in the lathe. So I worked it out, and oh my goodness, the numbers are horrific. I think I need something like 30 of these heavy bolts. So just the heavy bolts require something like 180 iron fragments, 180 zinc fragments, and about 60 crystal. Now I've got all that at the moment. However, there's a new thing called advanced mechanical parts. And I can't remember, I think I need about 26 of these all up. So if you multiply 26 by 15 copper and 26 by 15 iron fragments and 26 by 15 zinc fragments, oh my goodness, I think in total my biggest problem is I think we need about 600 iron fragments in total, about 600 zinc fragments, and about 400 copper. And then we need about just under 80 black crystal, which is a new item, which is why I made some of these climbing axes in my inventory. Because when we go down to the caves in a future episode, we'll have to go a tad further and pick up 80 black crystal. So I think every time we make one of these, we need 3 black crystals. So, oh my goodness, that's a lot. We've also got the garage door, which needs some circuit boards here as well. And we need to possibly make the garage ramp. I'm not sure. But I'm thinking seriously that to the right-hand side of where the windmills are, on that section of ground there, I've realised it's not a really big, a massive area that we need to make to house the ATV, and perhaps that's the best location. The other thing too is that I need a location which is close to a BCU or a BCU range extender in order to make the garage, right? So can you see there's a BCU kind of not, it was the one I first put up and now it just sits in mid-air. Where is it? There. So because this is so close to this outside area over here, I think it might be a good location. Plus, what I might do is feed a veranda or a walkway from the outside of the base over there and maybe one from here. So it'll be walking over water, so to speak, but I think it's probably the best location to house the ATV, I think. It'll have to be well and truly secured. I did make another mass storage unit, so I'm now at 400, and I'll tell you the reason why is because when they introduced this latest Alpha 60 update, the vehicle construction bay is down the bottom here, and look, it needs 350 mass. So, yeah, fairly expensive. So we're going out now, today in this episode, to just hunt down a few more pearls, because we need them to make more circuit boards. So, technically I don't have any circuit boards at the moment. Let me think. The electrical components, not a problem. Copper probably won't be a problem, but we don't have the actual pearls. Sorry. So I did find a few. I went for a bit of a run down to the caves to get a bit more crystal, which I think I'm fine with crystal now. But I only have enough to make 4 circuit boards, not 6. So that'll be the goal today. So there's some of the crystal being cooked up and some more zinc. The other thing I wanted to show you was This guy's still making iron. This guy's making zinc. And now this guy's making zinc. So 2 of the 3 mining drills are now onto zinc. The other thing I wanted to say was, off camera, I ran down to the other base, to the outpost, and picked up 51 iron and 51 copper. So now I have a ton of both of these, but like I said, if I need to have 600 iron fragments, I'm still well short. If I need 600 zinc fragments, I'm still fairly short. Copper I'm actually not too bad with, so that's why I'm not mining it. I've got a fair bit of the ore there to process into the fragments yet. So most other things I'm actually doing very well with. It's just that I've got absolutely no black crystal yet. So yeah. So what we need to do today is probably just make sure that we're up to scratch with our food. What can I eat here? I am getting a little bit low in my veggies, and the veggies I think are just about completely regrown, which is awesome. No, I'll come back and I'll do that. I'll do that maybe off camera. I've still got I've got a spare suit, and I've got another 8 of these tanks. But 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit is probably enough. I need to dig a hole. Is that enough of an axe? I think so. I hope so. Get closer to the ground, Trev. There you go. It does chew through a bit of the axe to cut the hole, so I just have to make sure I have enough of an axe to go down with. Yeah, I should be right. Alright, here we go. Now, let's put on our scuba tank and have a bit of a look around here. So what I'm really looking for, more than anything else, is the pearls. Is that a pearl? That looks like a pearl. So don't forget, I really just need 4, but if there's a few more around, then definitely I will grab them. There's 1. This is the cave entrance down here. They just always seem to be around the cave entrance. There's another one. And there's another one over there, I think. I mean, we've kind of done this in a previous episode as well, where we've sort of just run around the bottom of the big pond here. Oh, there's another couple. We've got our 4 already. Wow, that was quick. Take that. We'll take the kelp while we're right next to it. Okay, there's 4 already. Wow. Alright. I'm gonna still... It's definitely 4, yep. Well, that's good. That's really good news that we've got enough now already to make those circuit boards. But there's going to be a lot of grinding going on and a lot of processing of the ore in particular, because I'll need so much of those fragments to make all those advanced mechanical parts and stuff in that lathe. That ATV, oh wow, it is expensive little guy to make. It's kind of like a massive engineering feat. While I'm right here, I suppose I'll grab it. A bit more sandstone. Let's go up into our little lake that's normally beside us. There's normally crystal on that side, isn't there? Not crystal, sorry, pearls. Is that a pearl? Oh, didn't even look like a pearl from the bottom. Looked like a weirdly shaped coloured rock. So, coming up a bit higher, having a bit of a look. What are we up to? 6 already. You know what though, that is very good. I'll leave that sandstone. I can see, I think, another pearl over here. You know what I'm very tempted to do? Because there's 6 phases to building the ATV. What do we got? 3 full suits left, or tanks left, I should say. It's a huge task to build this ATV. And the power during each of those 6 phases is just incredible. I think it's something like 10,000 power. Absolutely phenomenal just how much power is needed. Is that... I think that's sandstone? Oops. So I don't know. My power and mass at the moment is 4,400 respectively. So maybe I should be pushing to perhaps look at upping my power. But my power doesn't that often get to the stage where its chock is at the 4,000 mark. So I think making more power capacity might be a waste, but certainly more solar panels would be good. There's one there. Definitely making more solar panels. And of course, I think, every solar panel, what does it use? 3 circuit boards, which in turn is 6 pearls. So, oh my goodness, I need a lot of them. Absolutely, I need a ton. Where would the rest of them be hiding, I wonder? Oh, is that a pearl or is that sandstone? Looks like pearl. What am I up to? I'm up to 8. I wish it was easier to go back with like 30 or 40 pearls or something. Probably sounding a bit tad greedy there, but... Alrighty, can I see sandstone? I don't know whether sometimes just having a go at some of these things helps spawn in the pearls again. I don't know whether that's really true or not. Have to keep looking around. You can't really bob your head exactly completely to the surface to have a look because the ice is still up there. Oh well, we're doing a pretty good loot run, I suppose. Can I see a pearl? I can see more sandstone again. Come on, game, I need the pearls. I don't want to run out of breath down here either, that wouldn't be fun. I could have taken more tanks, of course, but... As you can see, we've already got enough, well and truly, to make the circuit boards if we want to run the garage. So that's not a problem. Can't see... I can see some kelp. I mean, technically we can just dig a hole in the ice anywhere. Is that a pearl up ahead? So like, it might be. So what am I up to? I'm up to 11. Well, you know what? Once I get this one, there's enough to make... Well, actually, hang on a second. I only needed 4, didn't I? So I've got 8 spare. Pity I can't get another 4. Then I can make 2 more solar panels. That would really help. So my base is over that way. I don't think... How many tanks have I got left? I only got 1 and a bit, so I'm going to have to go back, I think. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the surface. So yeah, I've only got one. Wow, that went down quick. Man. Yeah, so we're on our last tank. And the thing is too, I think every time you make another scuba tank, you choose through like another, is it 6 or 8? I think it might be 8 zinc. So it's like it's not cheap. Alright, let's see, can we get to there? Yeah, you look at this, right? In terms of the tank, you only use like a fifth of the tank to break through. In fact, you probably don't even need the tank. Oh dear. Alright, well you know what that means. Might as well fish a bit. Yeah, I got 12. Okay. So not quite enough to make exactly what I wanted. Would have been good to get another 4. Now, I wonder... From here, just looking down into this hole, it looks like it's a big fish, but yeah. No, I think it's a small one. It's only a small fish. Hang on, what have we got in here? Oh, I've still got heaps of bait. Let's do another one before the hole freezes up. It doesn't last very long. So yeah, I think that's the best place for it, just there. And I'll make a crisscross of kind of walkways on the water. Actually, that would be interesting. Can you make a walkway on the water when it's frozen over? Probably about to find out. By the way, it is January. And it's about day 289. About 289. So, considering that we've been playing, every day since March, that's, quite a lot. But there's a lot of days worth of grinding to get all the material to make the base the size it is. Oh wow, only two small fish. Not exactly a heap in terms of that. Let's just harvest these guys for oil. I don't need them for food. We might as well lift that up a little bit higher. Yeah, why don't we just... We've got a fair bit of kelp still, so... Gee, I tell you what, my protein went down really quickly. Goodness me. Let's go. One of them. I'm gonna have to cook up some of them, I think. And I won't do too many at once. Let's put some more timber on the fire. That's up. Grab a water. Do I need another one? No, that's pretty good. Alright, let's run out the front. Looks like our mining drill has finished. Hopefully there's no doggy just outside the door. I often just do that. Alright, so grab a bit more snow. Gotta remember I'm cooking something here, Trev, so don't burn it. That's kind of all I'm out here for. Apart from a little bit of carbs. Looks like something dropped from the mining drill again, which is good. So, take those out of the way, put that back in there. See, that was 24 sandstone. That wasn't too bad either, actually. They're still going. A little bit more. Might put that in there. Right up there. Probably have to go and make a few more too, actually. Those scuba tanks. So, grab one of them. The ashes can go away. What's my... Oh yeah, this rose hip is pretty fresh, so I'll put that back in there. Drop the seed in there. The hole is still there. Man, thought it would have frozen over by now. Okie dokie. Let's have a think about this. The sandstone can go back in there. So if I go to make these guys, I need... Well, actually, that's the 6 circuit boards, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Okay, so let's grab 24 copper out, which is that many. And I think if we go to make 6... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There'll be just enough mass to do that, which is awesome. Enough power. It's really dropped down my electrical components, but that's still not too bad. So that's definitely another thing we need. If you have a look up here, so this is everything I'm collecting for the ATV. Yeah, so in the lathe, sorry. If I'm looking for... Now, what was it? It was... The garage ramp was okay. I could do that at any stage, but I think I'll have to build the frame, base, roof, and all that for the garage first. I needed 2 for the garage door. I'm trying to remember what else was there. Oh, hang on. Was it 2 for the garage door and 4 for the actual bay? Let me have a look. No, actually. Oh, wow. Okay, I got to be careful of that. Okay, I actually need 8. Because I need 6 just for the vehicle construction bay. So that's what we've got to make sure we keep those aside. Okay. Okay. And there's not much point really putting it down until I can get the timber floor out and set everything up for that. Okay. Okay, so there's the 6. I'll leave them up here, but they're not really for here. They're actually... Oh, they're kind of for here. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll have to think about exactly where I was going to put this vehicle construction bay, but... just let me make sure there's no wolfie just hanging around out here. I did go for a few runs off camera up around the top here, and yeah, those white wolves, gee, they're hard to see sometimes. There's one just there. Moving around a bit. Yeah, so I think this isn't too bad an area. I can easily come in and off the land here and then take off where I need to. But I'm half thinking the front of the garage. I don't know whether it should be here, right here, or whether it should be back one. Because if the ground rises there, it might not let me put one there, so maybe I do have to come back. You know, I could put it a fair way back, right back here somewhere, so it's mainly over the water perhaps, and then just build the ramp out in the front. But my intention is to actually build a 3x3. I think the specs say it's 1.5 by 2. But you can easily put a half panel and a full panel on either side, or do something like that. So maybe next episode, what we'll be doing, see, I'm just thinking, I'm standing in line with the mining drills, so there's actually 2 panels back, would bring you to here. I could go straight into that, and I could go straight into there. I think that would work. So I think, yeah, maybe a 3x3 and have the front of it line up with this. That's what I'm thinking. So it comes back here 3, goes out 3. I think so. And then the middle one will line up with that, and the end will line up with that. That's what I'm thinking. So a 3x3 with a roof over it. I wonder whether it's better to make a peaked roof. That would look nicer as the ATV garage. Have to think about that. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Oh my goodness. How come you guys go through this food and water so quick, dudes? Holy dooly. Have to go get them some more tomatoes. Man. Constant job feeding the chooks. So I take it no wolf has appeared back here, no. That would have been one good thing too, actually, just to make a little extension out the side here. I did talk about it at one stage, just so I can walk around. Oh, I need to defrost the snow. Alright, so get that a-cooking. We'll take those out, we'll swap them, we'll do that, we'll eat that. Go back and put our water away. So 2 in there. Wait for the other 2 to cook up. So how many do you reckon? Say 4 tomatoes? 4 or... no, I reckon they can probably do the whole 6, 3 each. Yeah, they do chomp through that stuff fairly quickly. 1, 2... How high does it go? Yeah, they'll need a 3rd one. That's a lot of fertilizer though, dudes. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lee. And 1 more. Cool. Alright, they're pretty well set up now. For a little while. You know what they're like. Okay, a little bit of harvesting of the extra material. Power's probably way up again, which is good, so we'll feed these 2 back into here. So we can put away these guys. Yeah, we'll have to use some more zinc to make a few more tanks. But, yeah, getting our fertilizer back up again. So even these guys, oh gee, I tell you what, these guys are probably behind the 8 ball. These guys are fine. Oh, they need a little bit too, actually. Oh, absolutely nothing. Man, you know what? Fertilizer, easy come, easy go, hey? Alright, let's take out these 3. I think these 3 will do the entire thing. See how far this stretches. Yeah, there's a fair bit of maintenance. Should just be the 100. Yep, okay. Alright. Before another wolfie shows up just here. Back the way I came. At least that's the advantage of being snow and having the platform quite icy. So did I have any space in there? 1. I don't think my veggies needed any more fertilizer, but I'll just double check. No. That one does. Water's not too bad. Okay, so put the fertilizer back in here. Whoops. Okay, so what's the only other thing we needed to do was to take these 2 back to the chook pen. And then everything is good to go again. Alright, well, we got a little bit more done. I'm glad we got the some light on the subject here. Yeah, we got a little bit more of the pearls in, which was really handy. And we've got enough to make the vehicle construction bay, which is really cool. We've still got 8 pearls in here. See, I still think I need to do another run. I feel as though we need to have more power than what we've currently got running. And definitely solar panels. So that's going down a bit now because I'm using a fair bit. But yeah, 1500. Yeah, I've got this feeling. I might just show you this before I go. So, okay, so I've got the three jennies. It often makes you wonder whether you shouldn't make a fourth. But you'd go through a lot of biofuel. I've still got a reasonable amount of biofuel. Still got a few leaves there. Very, very... I can't remember how much mass each of these stages use. I think the power was 10,000. And I think the mass, I don't know, was it 350 or 500 or something? It was pretty high. I did realise that these blocks here, like 10 fuel blocks, I think makes about 50 mass. I was a bit surprised. So every time I've had a bunch of 100 fibres, I think I've still got a fair bit of fibre in here. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, 500 fibre is actually the equivalent to about 250 mass. Not that I want to chew it all up like that, but it's like it would be kind of interesting to be able to, instead of running the mass fabricator constantly, and it uses 2.5 power per second to do it, to up your mass, I can use some other bits and pieces. But then again, it does chew power every time I use the mass fabricator to generate the mass. So yeah, it's a bit difficult, but anyway, I think we've done pretty well for today. At least I've got the circuit boards now that I need for the vehicle construction bay. I might make a few more scuba tanks and off camera just go down and get a few more, but I think more so the next episode I will probably be looking at the structure of at least the base and the walkways for the vehicle construction bay, I think, so we can get things rocking and rolling towards getting our ATV. Alright everyone, if you've liked the episode and like what you've seen today, please help and support the channel by hitting the like button for us, and if you haven't already subscribed, please help and support the channel even more by subscribing. Alright, thanks everyone. Cheers.